Join me while I paint this small urban landscape and talk about the basics of watercolor painting. Watercolors are a wonderful medium to work in to paint any subject you like. You can learn to achieve almost any effect, and getting started is simple. Unlike acrylic or oil paint, there are no special mediums or solvents to worry about, only water. Surprisingly, the first thing to consider is your paper. Watercolor paper is specially made to get very wet without peeling or dissolving. It comes loose, in blocks, in pads, and even in sketchbooks, like this small size one from Arteza. Watercolor paper will usually have a right side and a wrong side. The right side typically has more texture than the wrong side. Make sure to paint on the right side to get the best out of your paper. Watercolor brushes are also special. They are made with soft, fine hairs that hold a lot of water. Watercolor brushes come in many shapes and sizes, but today I'll be using a large round, a medium flat or filbert style, a smaller round, and a detail or rigging brush. I want to also mention the water brush. This kind of brush holds its own water, making it excellent for painting on the go. It pairs very well with a small tin of watercolor pans. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take the paper out of my sketchbook and stretch it by taping it down with painter's tape. This helps keep the paper from warping too much while you paint. I suggest taping it to a stiff work surface. This is my well-loved 12-piece travel tin of Arteza watercolor pans. Watercolor pans come dry, just add water. I like to use a small spray bottle to rehydrate my paints. Watercolor paints also come in tubes. To use tubes, just squeeze out the paint onto a plastic or ceramic palette. Don't worry if your paint's dry on the palette. Just add water to rehydrate them. It's smart to start with a simple sketch in pencil. You can draw from life or work from imagination. If you're not sure what to paint, try looking at photos you've taken as reference. Set up your water in 2 jars. Your first jar is for cleaning your brush, while your second jar holds clean water to add to your paints. This keeps your colors clean. I also recommend saving your scraps of watercolor paper to use as test sheets. I'm starting this painting by spraying the whole paper with water. This allows me to work wet into wet, making it easier to wash in my base colors with softer transitions. Extra water can be blotted up with a paper towel, and you can use a hair dryer to speed drying times. Next, I'm going to work wet into dry, which lets me create lines and details with sharper edges. If I want to soften these new details, I can always brush them out with clean water, blot them with a paper towel, or even spray them with my spray bottle. The finest lines are painted with a very thin and long brush. In a moody painting like this, a little detail goes a long way. Most of the atmosphere is set by the basic shapes and contrasting colors. When the painting is done, let it dry completely before peeling up the tape.